Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 4 of albums that are 20 years old in 2025. That's right, we've been looking back all month. First half of the month, we're dedicating to the year 2005. We're going to rank our 15 favorite albums that were released in that great year. We're counting down to number 1, which will be revealed in just a couple days. Pick number 4, we got 3 more after today. And then on the 16th of this month, we're going to shift gears. We're going to go back 10 years to 2015 and do the same 15 album countdown, right? And at the last day of the month, we will reveal my number 1 favorite from 2015. But today, we still got a little business to do in 2005. Today's pick, this is the 6th studio album by this American band, released July 26th, 2005, recorded at Backstage Recording Studios in the UK. Went all the way over to the UK for this one. Produced by Andy Sneap for Century Media Records. I'm talking about This Godless Endeavor by Nevermore. That's right. I saw a lot of people in the chat the other day were like, oh, Pete picked Nevermore already this month, right? Didn't he? Didn't Pete pick Nevermore? Not yet, I haven't. Today I have. I think you were remembering last month because I definitely picked their debut album in the 1995 list, right? So yeah, this could be there are days where this is my favorite Nevermore album. Band that never released a bad album, and there's at least a couple that generally vie for my number 1. This has been my number 1 many times throughout the years. There's others that have taken the number 1 slot. In re-listening to this one this morning, I'm kind of like, man, this album is really good, really good. Contains arguably their classic lineup. Warrell Dane on lead vocals, the late Warrell Dane, of course, previously of Sanctuary, another terrific band. Unfortunately, Sanctuary kind of flamed out pretty quickly, only released a couple albums before Warrell came in and put this band together. Jeff Loomis on guitar, Steve Smith or Smythe on guitar. I never knew whether it's Smith or Smythe. I've been saying Smith for years, but it could be Smythe because it's spelled with a Y, Smyth. What a great guitar duo, man. Cranking out the riffarama and blazing lead guitar work. Man, Loomis is just such an absolute beast. Jim Shepard on bass and Van Williams on drums with a special guest guitar solo on one track of the great James Murphy, right? So, like I said, Hugh Syme did the cover art. Okay. Very notable album cover designer, and like I said, Andy Sneap on the production. Definitely has that Andy Sneap stamp of approval on the production chair. He's got most Andy Sneap productions are absolutely larger than life with emphasis on the guitars, right? But man, Warrell sounds great in the mix on this too. Really good. So there's 12 tracks on here. This is a fairly longish album. I believe it's an hour, just over an hour, but some absolute Nevermore classics on here. What do you call Nevermore? Thrash, progressive metal, little elements of groove metal in here. They kind of don't really fit in any one of those little subgenre buckets, but they encompass lots of it. Born kicks things off. Great heavy track, great vocal from Warrell. Killer guitars. That's going to be like a theme here throughout this episode. You got stuff like Final Product. My Acid Words is one of my favorites on this album. Man, just absolutely lethal. And one thing I do want to mention is there's a nice mix of a couple of these songs have like wonderful little acoustic guitar, like either intros or interludes, and then contrasting with the big crushing thrashy riffage and the blazing shredding lead guitar solos. It's a really nice touch. It adds like a nice little bit of diversity throughout this album. You got Bittersweet Feast. There's a couple like kind of moodier tracks on here where Warrell gets to change up his vocal style. He was always the master of being able to do the high pitched stuff, and then that kind of like more mid-rangey guttural type thing when he wanted to, and then the more kind of passionate melodic style. Kind of could do it all. Early on in Sanctuary, he was constantly doing the high-pitched thing, but he kind of stayed away from that. I mean, he utilized it in later albums with Nevermore, but that was not like his main thing. He really varied up his vocal attack, which is great. There's the heavy Sentient Six, again, another cool song that has like some of those little melodic atmospheric elements in there. Medicated Nation is awesome. Really heavy. The Holocaust of Thought is like a quick little instrumental. good guitar work going on that particular one. Sell My Heart for Stones, really good. The Psalm of Lydia, absolutely amazing. Again, the use of like acoustic guitars and then moving into the thrashy progressive metal type stuff, just amazing. A Future Uncertain, another crushing one. And then arguably my favorite track on here is the title track, which is 9 minutes long, closing things out. Man, it's just so good. Very progressive, a lot of kind of changes and things. There's some just killer manic riffing going on this track, and just absolutely shredding solos. And then Worrell with just a great powerhouse vocal delivery. So good. So good. Yeah. It's a great album. It's a really, really great album. If you haven't heard this, you need to hear it if you're a metal fan. What do we got? Chart positions. We've got the Dutch charts. This made it to number 73. French charts, number 134. German album charts, 26. Swiss album charts, number 63. U.S. independent albums, number 23. And U.S. top Heat Seekers albums, number 11. Heat Seekers, the ones that are rising fast, I guess. I don't know what the hell Heat Seekers is all about. So, yeah, that's my pick for today. This Godless Endeavor by Nevermore on this snowy day here in the Hudson Valley. It's probably in the low 30s. We got like 2 inches of snow on the ground. Like, it is April 12th, right? I mean, this is why here in New York, in the Northeast, you can never quite trust what the calendar says, because like winter this year is totally like holding on. We have had pretty chilly temperatures over the last couple of weeks. You know, you get a couple little hot days here and there, but it's been pretty chilly. And now there's snow on the ground. We've had a lot of rain, and it's cold enough. So yeah, there's like 2 inches of snow. The grass was looking nice and green, and you know, I was like looking at my grass the other day. And I'm like, I might have to mow that fairly soon, right? Because I know we got like, I think Monday and Tuesday this coming week, it's going to be in the 60s here. But then it's going to get cold again, right? So I think it's going to be cold throughout and up to Easter weekend, and we'll see what happens as we inch closer to May. But yeah, the white stuff is back. The white stuff is back. So yeah, let us know what you think of this Godless Endeavor by Nevermore down in the comments below. But of course, pick your choice today for your pick number 4, and we're counting down to number 1. My pick number 3 will be tomorrow. What do we got coming up on the channel? We have Jamie Laszlo and the review crew later on tonight. Don't miss that. It's got a new crew once again, talking other new albums, reviewing them. Tomorrow, ranking the albums of Riot, the great New York heavy metal hard rock band, been around since the late 70s. 17 albums. I'm going to tackle all of them. That's coming up tomorrow. Also should have your two new newbie series, right? 10 essential albums for a newbie to jazz fusion and doom metal. That's also coming up hopefully this weekend, if not early in the week. Also, I'm going to be doing a show where I'm going to be talking about my favorite band lineups of all time. Those configurations that were absolutely amazing, game-changing. We're going to do that in short order as well. So, yeah, all that coming up here on the channel. We got Monsters Den coming at you this week. We're going to go back to Hammer Productions, Hammer Films. We're going to talk about the 4 Hammer zombie movies. We're going to all rank them as we like them. So it's all about mummies. Oh, did I say zombies? I'm sorry, I meant mummies. Hammer mummy movies. There's 4 of them, starting off with the great Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing pairing in The Mummy, and there's 3 others we're going to talk about as well. So if you love the Mummy films, if you love Hammer, we haven't done Hammer in a while on the Monsters Den, that's coming up on Thursday. So lots more to come. Thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page, our channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options all down there. Thanks in advance for all your support, and we'll see you here with more stuff. I'm going to go out and deal with the snow and do a little shoveling, and we'll see you on the flip side, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.